Welcome everyone, welcome to the tomb of EL-lumination. This is the site that explains the flat earth system and all the physics involved, how it actually works, right down to the nitty-gritties. So if you have any questions, feel free to comment. YouTube's shutting me down. They're sort of really choking my site, so there's not much correspondence going on. Specifically no negative comments or queries. As like a couple of years ago, there used to be quite a few discussions going on and a bit of to and fro, and some of these scientists that get on there actually give me more information to expand on my knowledge, but that doesn't happen anymore. I hardly get any negative comments, so it's not me blocking it. But feel free, if you've got questions, it gets me thinking too, because I don't think of everything. I sort of skim over a lot of things because it doesn't occur to me to discuss it. But I've just watched a video by some flat earth dude, and they were talking about the daylight hours over the flat earth, and no one's really talking about this. They don't really understand it, so I'm going to run over it. So I've got all this prepared for another video. I've actually done 2 attempts at it, and I've sort of given up for a while now. So I'll use this diagram here. You've got to understand, this is the flat earth plan view if you could see it from above. You've got the southern hemisphere all the way around here. You've got the tropic region. This tropic region is mentioned as the river or the waters, the sea or whatever, in a lot of mythological stories and religion, but let's not go there. And then you've got the smaller northern hemisphere. It's in there. That's basically what it looks like to scale. That's how small it is, because everything expands outwards azimutally, equidistantly, whatever, because the toroidal field that comes out from the center, everything expands as it comes out. Now what flat earthers are not understanding, I mean my subscribers might by now, is the ecliptic plane that governs. This is, if you put a slice through there and look at it as a cross section, this is what it looks like. That centre north is in here, right? Our whole realm is projected from in here, from this vortex in here. It's actually a hyperboloid that goes down through the earth like this, but we don't have to go there. And it's been all expressed out as a toroidal field. So all the images are in here, and they all get expressed out here. So you've got a northern central rotation of stars here, which are projected up into our night sky. We will see them rotating, but that's from a downward up view. But this is expressed out, which comes over like this. So now in the southern hemisphere, we see it from a down and there view. So we're seeing down and in view out here. So they're inverted. This is why you can't match them, but they are the same stars. It's just a big vortex flopped upside down. So we see it upside down, when over here they see it upright. But they're all the same stars. Whatever's in there is out here. And the ecliptic plane is in here on the horizon. It goes around. And the seasonal, it's around the black hole actually. And it's down and out for your southern summer, all around like a jellyfish. I've mentioned this plenty of times before. And then it slowly winds back up to the northern hemisphere. You have to understand, so what these flat earthers are doing is they're pulling out a torch and shining the light around the south, saying this is how the sun works around the south. They're missing the fact that all of the south around the December solstice is light. You can't have the sun going around like this if it's all light. Okay, that's because, imagine the jellyfish is down and out. So it's all light, it's light all the way around there. But what people have to understand is you all have your own image of the sun and its cycle. because no matter where you stand, if you're standing way out here, you're basically on a meridian from the south to the centre north. So this reflected image in here comes out to you. Another thing you have to consider is every man has his arc of horizon. Every man has his perspective. And it's all within like a dome. He has his own personal dome. False Professor Dave even whinged about that once, remember? Well, it's a fact. We all have it. So we all get our image. So the sun is mirrored out here. The word mirror is used many times through all esoteric scripts, ancient knowledge, philosophies. Mirror, mirror, mirror. Everything's sort of like a mirror. So it's mirrored from there to there. So this guy, he's going to see the sun go around like this, basically, around the summer solstice period in December, like that. But this guy's standing over here in Antarctica, because this is all Antarctica all the way around there. He's going to see his sun like that because it's all reflected from there. Nothing, you've got to consider, nothing is physical. Don't be fooled. Nothing is physical. You're getting an image. There's his image. He's standing there. Because it's all reflected from there. And it's this shape, this curving down, gives you, look, creates this parabolic holographic projection, projects it back to the viewer, into his view, his perspective, his eyes. It's his eyes that's reading on the light, the frequencies of the light. You know, and it's all based on sound, but we don't hear all the sounds, do we? Like the auroras, it's all frequency, it's all sound, but we don't hear any of that sound. Sound is colour, isn't it? Or colour is sound. So when the ecliptic plane folds down, it folds down, you know, all the way round. So, and the sun, even science tells you this if you go deep into the internet, that the sun follows the magnetic field, and it does. On the torus field, the toroidal field, if the ecliptic plane is going like that, and out to the summer solstice in December, the magnetic field, basically a toroidal field has the counter field. It's a returning field. It's an express field out from the north, and you have a returning field. Excuse me. There's a crisscross system. It's like the net. All ancient philosophies talk about the net, especially Egyptians. That's why you live on a plane net. You've got a net over it, and that's the toroidal field. And all these crisscrossing points on the net are the nodal points. That's where you'll see the sunlight. And you might even recall seeing some of this in Ken Wheeler's videos with his magnetism. You'll see the little yellow dots around that tropical region or whatever. But don't be fooled by the tropical region either, because that's another long story. I'll do a video on that soon. So we see that the sun is turning up on all those longitudinal lines, you could say, but all the lines curve because it's a magnetic field. It's a toroidal field, so they're curving field lines. But at a particular time of the day, the sun will be seen anywhere along that curving, say, longitudinal line or meridian, but it's curving. So no matter where you are on the earth, you could be there and you'll see your image sun in your horizon, in your arc of horizon. This guy back here will see his, this guy will see his. Anywhere on that magnetic line. And as the sun moves, it obviously moves around on different lines. The sun's going around the earth over the day, all moving west. But you're all getting this reflection out from the centre. Even the Milky Way. See, this one Milky Way here. There's also a Milky Way out here because it's just a mirrored image. We're all getting it. So we've got the sun down and out. So you've got daylight all the way around here. There's down and out, flowing out. you're not getting the daylight near the centre up in the Arctic, because the sun is down and out. It's sort of going down and out. The magnetic field lines are down and out. It's not until the ecliptic plane starts coming up, the sun follows the ecliptic plane lines, right? That brings the sun back up here, and now you're getting the sun closer to the centre of the Earth. You're seeing it around the Arctic centre in the June solstice, not way down there in the south now. So it now becomes dark down there. So in a lot of my videos I've been talking about you've got the sun, your sun and the Milky Way out here, but you've got to realise it's all reflected from in here. So if that starts lifting up, the ecliptic plane starts tilting back up, then this starts disappearing. You don't see it there anymore. Okay? Right out in the Arctic, anyway, the Antarctic, but as you move further north, you still get your image because you've got your own arc of horizon still, and that's being mirrored onto it. So as you move this way, you're just losing more of it. It's going down on your horizon. So the arc of horizon works. Everything starts going down on your horizon as you move away, or comes back up as you get closer. It's like anything. As you move this way, it'll go down on your arc that way, or come back up on your arc. Doesn't mean the Earth is curving down. Earth doesn't curve down unless you're flipping insane like that. No, it's just your arc of horizon. Everything is perpendicular to the observer off his arc. It rises up and over your horizon, goes down out of your horizon. Goes down there. It's night time. Stays night time till it starts coming back up. Okay, it doesn't disappear. It's just gone out of your horizon. Still up and around here, just gone over and down on your horizon. So that's how the ecliptic plane works for your daylight all the way out and around the south. Daylight all the way around there. And every man will have his image of the sun. Sun projected out, mirrored. This is the thing, this is a new thing that people need to get their head around. Nothing is physical. We're in the physical realm, but that's only because we've got a chip in our head that tells us things are physical. They're not actually physical. Nothing is. So in the next video is I'm going to explain the difference between the equinox and the crossing of the sun's inner lemma, and how and why they are two different events. So you think of the crossing of the sun's inner lemma, why wouldn't that be the equinox? I'm going to explain all that. Okay? That's it, yeah. Thanks for watching. Cheers.